Hey guys, so I haven't done a video in a couple of months now, maybe 3, I'm not sure, but I have been so busy with work. I've almost finished my retake course, which is terrifying. I have one more day before our Christmas break, which isn't much of a Christmas break because I'm going to be revising every single day apart from maybe 5, I'll give myself off, and then we have 1 week left where we just do revision and then the exams begin. I have 1 that week, 1 the next, and 2 the week after, and then I'm finished, and that's crazy. So I'm doing 1 video today, and it's going to be the Holly Jolly holiday tag, which I saw Juicy Star 7 do last year, and I wanted to do it this year. I've seen another Christmas tag as well, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. I might leave that for next year maybe. But hopefully in the new year, because I've got such a long time off, I've decided that videos are going to be a big part of something I'm going to do, so I'm going to do hopefully 1 video on this channel every week and 1 cover every week, although I have planned to do that before and it hasn't worked out, but hopefully this time, because I've got so much free time, I'll be able to stick to it better. But anyway, I'm going to get on with the tag and stop rambling, so here we go. The first question is your favourite Christmas movie. And I'd probably have to say my favourite Christmas movie was The Santa Claus, just because it's the only one I think I've seen a lot, and I think I saw it when I was quite little and I've seen it a lot of times since and I really enjoyed it, so I think it's probably The Santa Claus. They had I don't know whether you could call it a film, it was like 90 minutes long, so I assume you can, which was on the BBC last Christmas, which was a remake of The Borrowers, which was really good as well, but that's not like a classic Christmas film, but I did enjoy that too. The second question is, are you on the naughty or nice list? Hopefully I'm on the nice list. I don't think I've done too badly this year. I've done a lot this year. I had to write our family's Christmas letter and I have done so much, which is ridiculous, and none of it is really terrible, so hopefully I'm on the nice list. Question 3 is, show us an embarrassing Christmas card photo. And we never really did like family Christmas cards, like with a picture of us in the front. We've done montages of me and my sister throughout the year for the last few years, but none of them were really embarrassing because I put them together, so I wouldn't have put any, you know, bad ones of me or ones that I didn't like, really. So I don't actually have any of them. Question 4 is, have you ever had a white Christmas? I'm sure I have at some point. I think we might have had 1 or 2 when I was little, but here it normally snows in February, like that's when we've had most of our snow lately. We had some in November of, was it either last year or the year before. It came like the end of November, so you don't really get it around Christmas. We normally get it in the month, like either side, which is a bit annoying, but in the end, snow is just irritating. Probably the best time would be to have it at Christmas because you're not trying to go anywhere, but it never seems to work out here. Question 5 is, where do you usually spend your holiday? Christmas Eve and Christmas Day we spend at home. Christmas Eve, this year I will be working, but normally we're just at home, you know, like getting presents together and stuff. My neighbours normally have a Christmas Eve party, which I think at least someone from my family goes every year. Sometimes like one of us is doing something else, or, you know, we don't always all go, but they normally have a Christmas Eve party, which is a lot of fun. They have some excellent food as well, and it's just nice to like see the neighbours because we don't really see each other that much. It's like the one time we all get together really, which is quite nice. Christmas Day, when we were little, we used to go to my mum's parents on Christmas Day and then my dad's parents on Boxing Day. But for the last few years we've had Christmas Day at home, which is quite nice because then it's just us and you don't have to, you know, get up and go anywhere on Christmas Day. You can just stay in bed until, you know, fairly late in the morning, which is something I've taken to doing since I became a teenager. And you can just stay at home, have dinner, and then just lounge about all afternoon. Boxing Day we normally go to my mum's parents, which is nice because then you get to do it all over again, except it's a slightly earlier morning because you have a 2-hour drive. And then we normally go and see my dad's parents either the day after that or at some point, normally before New Year's Eve, so at some point in that week after Christmas, and then we do the same again there. So that's pretty much our Christmas routine. We might go and see other family members, but those are the people we always go and see. Question 6 is, play or sing your favourite Christmas song, and I'm not going to play it because I'll get done for copyright, and I'm also not going to sing it, but I don't know if I have like an actual favourite, but I like all the sort of typical ones, at least the ones, I don't know if they play the same stuff in America. I mean, I think you have more traditional ones, but I like, you know, the ones that they always play on the radio, like Last Christmas, which I think is George Michael, and then Do They Know It's Christmas, and then, you know, I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day. There's stuff like that. Just the really typical ones that you always hear on the radio from about the 1st of December. Question 7 is, do you open any presents on Christmas Eve? And we don't, no, we never do. Even when we were younger, we'd always be like, oh, can we just open one? We were never allowed. which I think is fine. That's just a tradition for us. Like, Christmas Day is on the 25th, the Christmas Eve. I think Christmas Eve, it's nice to have the build-up, especially when you're younger, so not being allowed to open anything makes the next day even better, so I think that's a pretty good tradition. Number 8, can you name all of Santa's reindeer? This might take me a while. There's 9, right? Including Rudolph? This might not go very well. Okay, Rudolph, Donner, Dancer, Prancer, Blitzen. Oh my god, I've got 5. Vixen? Is Vixen one? Oh, this isn't going very well. There's like a rhyme. There's a song as well. I'm trying to think of the song and I can't think of it at all. Okay, all I can think of now is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the song, and it's not helping. It just talks about Rudolph. This is not a helpful song. I can't think of 3 of them. This isn't good. I'm gonna kick myself. But anyway, we'll work it out. Okay, so I'm looking them up now. There are 9. I got the number right. Dasher, I didn't get. Dancer I got. Prancer I got. Vixen no. Comet and Cupid! Oh my goodness, I knew there was something beginning with C. Donner and Blitzen and Rudolph. Silly Comet and Cupid and Dasher. Question 9 is, what holiday tradition are you most looking forward to this year? I don't know, really. Probably giving presents that I've bought for people and, you know, like, thought about. It's just nice to see their reaction, unless it's a really bad one, in which case it's not so good. But I like it when... because I like doing things. So, for example, for my sister, this isn't all my sisters, but her stuff is in here. Uh-oh. One of them's gonna break. But I have, you know, I just buy people little things, like lots of little things, and then, you know, got lots of things to open. That's just something I know I like, and I think it's easier to do lots of little things than one big thing, just in case you get the one big thing wrong. So yeah, I like giving people the presents I've got them and stuff. Also, I think Christmas dinner. Christmas dinner is always something. We don't go full out because there's only 4 of us on Christmas Day, so we don't go full out, but there is a lot of food, and it's a lot of good food as well. And we always have, like, the traditional meat and stuff, and, like, sort of roast-ish kind of dinner. It's not, like, a typical roast. And then we also have a lot of, like, party food that they do at supermarkets, like mozzarella sticks, which are my favourite. You know, pigs in blankets. We always have so many pigs in blankets over Christmas. And just things like that. I really love Christmas dinner. And just having a really, like, lazy day at home on Christmas Day. And it's, like, the one day you can guarantee my dad isn't going to work, because genuinely, my dad works every day of the year. Like, even at the weekends, he'll go into work. He spends the majority of his time there. So it's really good just to have one day that you know dad's going to be there. I'm not saying that I've, like, spent the majority of my childhood without him, because that's not the case. He's always been here, but you can guarantee he's not going to go into work that day, and that's just a really nice thing to have in this house. Also, I'm looking forward to the few days off that I'm going to give myself, including Christmas Day and Boxing Day, which is going to be quite nice. Question 10, is your Christmas tree real or fake? Our Christmas tree is fake, and I'm pretty sure it's older than me. It's very, very emaciated. It looks pretty much dead now. All the needles have fallen off. I have begged, I think me and my sister have begged our parents to get a new one for the last few years, and we still haven't. I don't think it's going to happen, but me and my sister have the same ones. We've got these on Paperchase, these little ones here, which I've decorated. It looks a bit scrawny, actually. It is a little bit scrawny, but it's my own tree, and it's been up since the end of November, whereas the big one that we put up downstairs, we don't normally put that up until my mum's birthday, which is the 14th of December, so we should be doing that this weekend. Question 11 is, hands down, what is your favourite holiday food and holiday sweet treat? Holiday food, I'm pretty sure, is pigs in blankets, because they are just amazing. Like, if you've never had a pig in a blanket, you are missing out, and I don't know how you wouldn't have had one by now. So that's probably my favourite Christmas food. Sweet Christmas food? I'm not sure. We have a lot of, like, Christmas biscuits around Christmas. Like, we've already got, like, 2 tins downstairs. We've already devoured one, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Oh, mince pies! I'm crazy about mince pies. I used to hate them, and now I absolutely love them, which is really good. We don't normally have, like, a Christmas pudding, because no one I think my mum likes it, but I'm not sure if the rest of us like it. I know I don't like it at all. So we don't have many things like that. But yeah, mince pies! I think that's the one. Question 12. Be honest, do you like giving gifts or receiving gifts better? I think most people like receiving gifts, and definitely when you're younger, that is like the best part of Christmas, I think, for a lot of people. Since I have had like a working account, like bank account, the last 2 years I've actually gone pretty full out and spent far too much money on Christmas, on like not that many people as well, which isn't so good. But I do enjoy giving people stuff that, you know, I've come up with, and I am awful at wrapping, so I have to put in so much effort to make it actually work. So seeing someone appreciate that is quite a nice feeling, because I'm so hopeless at it. Absolutely hopeless. 13, show your tackiest Christmas attire. I honestly don't have any. I think the worst thing I've worn at Christmas, it wasn't even that bad. I had to dress up as, when I was 2, I think I was 2, I was the angel in the Christmas nativity at my preschool, and I had this like long white t-shirt which had like tinsel around the edges, and it's quite a nice costume actually, but that's probably the tackiest because I really haven't had any Christmas outfits. Most nativities, apart from that one, in every single nativity I've been in, I've been a villager. So I always had to wear a dressing gown and with a tea towel on my head, and that was it. I've never had a Christmas jumper. I don't think we've ever had Christmas pyjamas either. Yeah, I don't really think I've had any tacky Christmas outfits at all. 14, what would be your dream place to visit for the holiday season? I think, actually, I'd quite like to go somewhere warm, just because it would be so bizarre. Like, somewhere like Australia or New Zealand, or somewhere that's always hot, like Singapore or somewhere. I think that would be crazy, because you expect it to be cold. I think it would be nice to have Christmas in the warmth, although, you know, it's nice to be all, like, cosy on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, so I'm not sure, really. I definitely wouldn't want to go anywhere colder. That is for sure. I do not like the cold at all. Or I don't know, maybe somewhere in the mountains or something, that would be colder, but I think that'd be really nice just to wake up with like an amazing view and like a chalet with an open fire and stuff. That'd be quite nice, but we just stay at home. Normally we've never gone away at Christmas, and I doubt we ever will, to be honest. Question 15, does your family have a special family recipe that you'd like to help make? No, we don't have any Christmas recipes, really. I can't think of anything. We've never even made like Christmas biscuits, which is something that my sister and I want to do this year. So I think we're going to do that, but we've never had any sort of cooking traditions, I guess you could call them. No, I don't think there is anything. Question 16, are you a pro rapper or do you fail miserably? I fail miserably. I'm so bad at it. I'm 19 years old and my rapping still looks horrific. I haven't rapped anything at the moment, so I can't show you, but it's horrendous. Like, I just can't do it. It always looks awful, especially if it's not a completely uniform shape. If it's a uniform shape, it's going to go a lot better than something that's not a uniform shape. There are a couple of things this year that are going to look terrible, but everyone understands that I'm not the most artistic person. I want things to look nice. I have the intentions. I have always good intentions, but it never seems to work out. My sister and also my boyfriend, they wrap things immaculately, and I cannot seem to do it whatsoever. I don't know anyone else. My dad is the only person who I think I must get that from him, because he isn't brilliant at wrapping presents. Question 17, your most memorable holiday moment. I'm not sure if I have a specific one. Probably getting my PlayStation when I was 10 was a really exciting time, because I so badly wanted my PlayStation, and I got a load of games with it too. And I spent the whole of Christmas Day just playing my PlayStation, so I was very antisocial, but no, that was a really good Christmas. And always Christmas at my grandma's house, she goes really full out for Christmas. Like, they have cards all over their house hung up, a load of decorations. They're the only people in my family who decorate their house, like the outside of their house. My mum thinks it's very tacky, but my grandparents do it. I think my granddad does it. He does it quite, like, he's very stylish. He knows what he's doing. He does it up all the outside of the house, on all the hedges in the garden, and inside the living room, the dining room and stuff. And they have this Christmas tree. They used to have a big one, but since they've gotten older, they've got I think it's like this big, and it's a fibre optic one, so you don't have to decorate it, and it always looks so good. And they have like an open fire, and yeah, they always have a huge Christmas dinner, because when we go and see them, it's normally my grandma and granddad, my family, and then my aunt and my uncle. So that's like 8 of us. So there's a fair number of us, and we all like to eat. So she needs a huge amount of food to satisfy us all, and she always puts on a great show. So I love Christmas at my grandma's house. And we always save presents till the afternoon, because we don't get there normally till just before lunchtime, because it takes a while to get there. And then we spend the afternoon, doing presents and stuff, and then, you know, taking the dogs for a walk, and then having tea later on, although, to be honest, we're normally so full we don't want anything. And just Christmas Day at my grandparents' will always be, like, something that I'll remember when I'm older, because, like, it, as a childhood memory, I think. Question 18. What made you realise the truth about Santa? Interestingly, I was so relieved. Honestly, when I was little, I used to have a huge fear of Santa, and this might sound very bizarre that a child would have a fear of Santa, but I thought this was terrifying. And if you think about this logically, it makes sense, because although he's leaving you presents, why would you want a man coming into your bedroom or into your house in the middle of the night? I thought that was the most terrifying concept, and it used to freak me out. We used to leave him a note to say, can you leave the presents downstairs, because it terrified me. Like, we never had stockings at the end of the bed, or we might have done when I was really little, but I don't think we did that for very long because it freaked me out. I did not like it, and then I don't know how old I was probably fairly young, when it was like, I don't think this is real, but every year my dad still pulls the sofa away from the fireplace and, you know, leaves mud on the floor with the mince pies and the milk when we leave it out and stuff, so he still likes to play along with it. And my grandma always has presents from her and my granddad, and then presents that are labelled from Father Christmas. And I think this is what I worked out when I was about 5 or 6, that grandma's handwriting was the same as Father Christmas's handwriting, and it sort of clicked. I was like, this is peculiar, what are the chances of that? So I think it clicked quite early on that he wasn't real. Question 19, do you make New Year's resolutions and do you stick to them? I tend to make New Year's resolutions, and I tend to stick to very few of them, if any of them at all. I think most people want to start fresh every year, but, you know, just because it's a new year doesn't necessarily mean anything's changed, if you know what I mean. Like, the change from December the 31st, January the 1st is just another day. It's not anything particularly significant necessarily. A bit of a sort of cynical approach to it, but still, I've never really stuck to many of my New Year's resolutions, unfortunately. And the last question is, what makes the holiday special for you? And I think it's just being at home with my family, because we don't spend that much time, the 4 of us together, especially now as we're all going off doing our own things. My dad is always at work. This is the one time that he's not at work, which is good. And I think it's just nice to, you know, do something as a family and, you know, spend the whole day together, and it's really nice. Normally we're in a fairly good mood as well, which is good, because a lot of family things always end in arguments and someone storming out or something like that. So I think Christmas is just a nice time to be with everyone. And then obviously it's an opportunity for us to go see our grandparents, because I don't see them that often. But we are pretty much guaranteed to see them at Christmas. Like, there's never been a Christmas where we haven't seen them. Sometimes due to, like, I don't know, various things, we haven't seen them until, you know, January or even February. I think we had Christmas in February this year. You know, sometimes that happens, but we'll always see them then, so that's good. So that was the Holly Jolly holiday tag, and I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you can leave a video response. I tag all of you, because I have no one in particular to tag. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to do another video before Christmas, so if I don't, have a great holiday, or great Christmas, great holidays, for whatever you celebrate. And I should have some more videos up soon when I come to having my nice little weekly routine of videos. So I shall see you soon. Thank you for watching.